Welcome everyone. Let's start our lovely Pilates class today. Nice little half-hour class for everyone. Now, connecting with the breath, heels. Now the breathing, of course, for those of you who are just starting this, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And when you exhale, a nice long forceful exhale like the letter H in hollow. And when you exhale, I want you to bring that belly in. Suck your gut in, belly button to spine. Every time you exhale. Now we're going to connect with our breath. Now this is our Pilates stance. Heels together, feet into a V. Now for the first 5 breaths, I'm going to give you a few other places that I want you to connect with. All right, so on the exhale, thighs tight, buttocks nice and tight, pelvic floor, bring it up nice and tight, belly button to spine, and I want you to knit those ribs together. Visualize you've got a belt and you tighten the ribs just for the first 5 breaths, all right? Relax the shoulders. Standing tall, let's breathe. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Keep going, breathe. Exhale, tight. Bring your belly button, spine, pelvic floor. Keep breathing. Buttocks tight, thighs tight. These are called pillars or press points. Keep going, one more breath. All right, relax. Release the heels, roll the shoulders out. We're going to do a nice little, just a quick little warm up just to connect with the breath and just to warm the body up. Let's go. Inhale up. Now this one here, just belly button to spine the rest of the class. Inhale up through the nose. 2 more. Up. One more, all the way. And down. Roll the shoulders out. Pardon me. Let's do our calf raises now. We're going to come up onto the balls of the feet and come all the way down. This is a balance move as well, but also working the toes, the foot, the ankle, and of course the lower leg. Find your focal point right in front of you. Stare at that spot. Now you can have your arms to the side, and if you want, you can bring your arms up to the ceiling. Wherever feels good for you. Let's go. Inhale up. And up. Now these are just warm-ups, so just do what you can. If you can do a couple and you're getting a little wobbly, don't worry about it. We're just warming up. Follow the breath. Inhale up. Now, the next time you come up, if you can, stay here and breathe. Now, a full breath. Make sure you inhale completely, exhale fully, and on the next one, come down. All the way. Now, relax. Roll out the ankles, shake those legs up, release those calves. If they're tight, let it go. All right? Roll the shoulders out. Arms to the side, standing tall. Inhale, arms back, look over the right shoulder. Exhale, forward. Left, inhale. So this is a gentle warm-up for the shoulders, releasing the chest, the pectorals, and a gentle neck stretch. Don't forget belly button to spine every time you exhale. Let's go, a couple more. One more on both sides. And down. And roll the shoulders out. All right, let's do one more. This one here, another balance pose or balance exercise. Left foot, get it nice and anchored into the floor. Again, find your focal point. That'll help you with your balance and it'll help you concentrate. We're going to lift the right foot off the floor just like this and down. Don't worry about how high you get your foot off the floor. Take it easy. Make sure that your left foot is nice and anchored into the floor. Relax the shoulders. Now, arms to the side. Or if you want to go a little further with this one, you can do this one with genie arms. All right? So, let's go. Inhale up. Now you can tap your toe or you can hover. Let's go. Up. Now, like I said, it doesn't matter how high you get your foot off the floor. Now, the next time you bring it up, if you can, let's see if we can stay here. Breathe. And down. All right. shake it out, roll the shoulders out. Let's try the other side. Now if you find you're a little wobbly, put your foot back down, reposition that foot if you need to. And let's go. All about the strength, the stability of the foot, the toes, the ankle, and that leg. And as you bring your leg off the floor, the opposite leg, you can feel your buttock engaging. This is working core muscles as well. You feel your thighs, your quads, hip flexors. And next time you bring it up, stay here. Breathe. Try to relax. One more. Bring it down. All right, roll it out. Shake it out. All right, so that's our warm-up. Let's get onto the floor. Now, with our Pilates, if you need to, you can always have a little pad. If you have to put it underneath your hips or your bottom or even your shoulders or your back, you can use a little pillow or a little blanket or towel if you need to. Let's start with some knee circles. Knee circles are going to be working your hips, all right? So make sure your back is grounded, shoulders are relaxed. This one here, we're going to bring our legs into table. All right, I'll give you two ways to do it. Let me do a quick demo. I'm going to do inhaling around and exhale it to center. All right, now, if you can, both legs up. If you find this is a bit too much, put one foot on the floor and then you can focus on that one, the other leg. So either way works fine. All right, so I'm going to start with the right leg. I'm going to do one direction today only. Pick the direction you want. The size of the circle doesn't matter. Depends on how your hip feels. All right, let's go. Inhale around. Exhale, pause. Again, round. You always listen to your body. Do what you can. If your hips are a little tender, don't worry about the size of the circle. A little circle is all you really need. And one more. And down, straighten the legs, rest. You can bring your, and now we do a lot of rest between exercises, so that's normal breathing. And just to relax, slow down the breath, the heart rate, and to release the tension as it accumulates. Don't forget, bring your knees up, give yourself a hug, and really release that lower back. Stretch it out. All right. Let's do the other side. Again, if you are getting a little tired, keep your right foot on the floor, focus on the left, or if you want to bring both legs into table, you can do that as well. Adjust your shoulders, make sure you're comfortable. Let's go. Pick the direction. We're just doing one. Left leg, inhale around, exhale to center, pause. Again, make sure your back does not move. There should be no wiggling around. You should be completely anchored to the floor. If you start moving around a little bit, that means your circle's too big. Adjust it. Round. One more. Round. Legs on the feet on the floor. Straighten the legs. Bring your arms over your head. Stretch it out. We do a lot of stretches between. They're very short. Let's do it. Release the tension as it accumulates. Bring your knees up when you're ready and release that lower back. So working on strengthening the lower back and the abdominals, everything works together. All right, perfect. So from here, we're going to do one called a crisscross, the half crisscross and the full. This one's a little bit tougher. This one's going to get a lot of fire in your belly. So let me do a quick little demo and we'll see what we can do from here. I'm going to put my right foot on the left knee like this here. I'm going to put my hands behind my ears. I'm going to bring my shoulders and head off the floor. I'm going to inhale, I'm going to twist, and exhale. Now, this one here, you're going to get a lot of fire in your belly. So we're going to do a few of them. If you get tired, don't be shy. Bring yourself back down onto the floor. Now, when we have our head and shoulders off the floor, I have what is called a chin nod, the space between the chin and the chest about the size of a fist. So when you bring your head and shoulders off the floor, we do a lot of exercises like that. I don't want your chin way down here. It's really hard on your neck. And it's going to kind of block off your air supply as well. All right, so, and when we're twisting, just do what you can. If you can't go all the way, even if you move a little bit, all right? Hands behind the ears. Now I don't want you tugging on your head either, all right? So, let's go. Head and shoulders up. Inhale, follow the right elbow, lift. elbow to right knee. Let's go, inhale. And this is called a half crisscross. This is a tough one, so if you can just do a few of them, just do what you can. Exhale back. Inhale. Now, the next time you twist, stay here and breathe. One more. Down and rest. Whew. That one doesn't take long to get fire in the belly. Straighten your legs if you want. Take a quick little rest. If you found this was really hard on your neck, do a neck stretch quickly. 2 fingers, push your face to the left. Release that neck if you have to. All right, perfect. Give yourself a quick hug if you need to. All right, let's go to the other side. So now we have left foot on the right knee. We're going to do exactly the same thing. Now, we're trying to do a few of them, 4 or 5. Okay, if you manage to do one and after that it's not going to happen, you're getting a little shaky and wobbly, don't worry about it. Stop and rest. All right, let's go. Inhale. So this is going to work the core muscles and also the obliques, muscles along the side of your body. Inhale. And the next time you lean over, breathe. Stay, breathe. Back, down, and rest. If you want, you can bring your arms over your head or bring your arms to the side. It doesn't matter, just straighten your body. Stretch your belly out, rest it, and give yourself a little hug. All right, so now, guess what? We have to do both, okay? We have to put everything together. So, see what you can do with this one here. All right, so this one here, we're just going to bring our legs up into table. Let me show you this one here. Now, this one here, you're going to inhale. You're going to bring the knee a little closer. You don't have to touch the elbow to the knee. And you're going to switch. So, you can inhale and then switch. So, this is called the full crisscross. So this one here, like I said, if you had fire in your belly, well, wait till you do this one. You have a little bit more, all right? We're just going to do a few of these. So legs into table, hands behind the ears, head and shoulders up. Let's go. Inhale and switch. Nice and slow. Follow the breath. And now, the next time you come into whatever position, stay here and breathe. Switch. Center, down. Straighten the legs, rest. If you used your neck, sometimes, even if you have a strong belly, you always seem to, that reflex of using your neck. Make sure that you release the neck. And when you release your neck, go very slowly and gently, all right? And don't forget your lower back. Just enough time to release the tension as it accumulates, all right? Now from here, we're going to stay in this position a little bit longer. We're going to get our legs up to the ceiling. Now, this one here, if you have a hard time getting your legs up to the ceiling, because it takes a lot of core strength just to have those legs up, let alone move them around and add the breath. So, I have a little strap here that I offer my students. If you're at home, you don't have a strap, you can use a tie or a rope or something that's about 2 meters long. And if that helps support your legs, if you don't have the strength in your belly, don't worry about that. You can use the strap and that'll help the legs stay up. You're still working your core muscles. It's just not as intense until you get the strength. So what we're going to do here is we're going to do our corkscrew and a pendulum. So I'll show you with the strap and then I'll show you without. The strap you can probably easier if you have them both in one hand. We're just going to do circles. We're going to inhale around, center. We're going to go to one side and then the other. All right, now, without the strap, same thing. Now, I want you to visualize that you have a pencil between your toes and you're drawing a little circle on the ceiling. The size of the circle is very important. If you're not very strong, a little circle is fine. If you're a little bit stronger and you want to do a bigger circle, absolutely. But make sure your hips and your back do not move. They're not wiggling around or lifting off the floor. You should be stuck to that floor, all right? Legs up, relax the shoulders. Let's go to the right. We're going to do just one circle or one direction. Let's go. Inhale around. Exhale. Pause. Again. Inhale around. One more. Rest. Feet on the floor. Do a quick little stretch. Do your lower back if you need to as well. And then we'll do the other side. It's very important that you take the time. Like I said, release the tension as it accumulates. It doesn't take long. And as you get on your practice, you're going to find that you create the engrams, those muscle memories. Your body knows exactly how to relax, and it doesn't need a lot of time. All right, so legs up, put the pencil back in, get your strap in position if you're using it. Let's go to the left. Just one direction, choose the one you want. Let's go, inhale around. Try to relax your shoulders as you're doing this. Round and a lot of core strength. Really working those abdominals. You can feel it into your quads. This is actually coming, the action is coming from the hip as well. 2 more. Bend and rest. Feeling really heavy right now. That's okay. That's good. You should feel it. Lots of fire going on. Relax. Now always make sure that you release that lower back. If you don't take the time to have a little quick stretch, you know what? When you get into the next exercise, you're going to probably run out of gas and you're just going to get all wobbly and the breath is going to go sideways. Everything, I need you to have control. Even if the control means one movement and then you lose control, that's okay. Control and precision. Let's bring the legs back up, get that strap back in position. Pendulum, we're going to lean to one side, exhale, lean to the other side, exhale. It's a small pendulum, so I don't want you to feel like you have to go too far. Because if you go too far, your hips and your back will come off the floor. We don't want that. So it's just a nice little baby pendulum, all right? So if you have your strap, you can have it in one hand or have the strap in both hands. Let's go. Inhale to the right. Exhale. Inhale. So as you're moving, we're working, like I said again, your abdominal muscles, but you're working your hip abductors, you're working all the way to the hip, you're working your buttocks as well. You can feel the quads, even into the hamstring. One more on both sides. And bend, rest. Stretch your body out. Give yourself a little hug. Perfect. Now from here, when you're ready, we're going to roll ourselves onto our sides. So we're going to work some hips now. So when we're laying on the side, if you need to, make sure that you put a little extra padding underneath your hip. If your hips are a little bony, it doesn't matter how much padding you have, you're still going to feel it. Some people do. Or you can have a double mat. I have a little bit of a double mat here. So, laying onto the side, the back of the mat. Head is in the hand. I want you to bend the bottom knee. All right? Now, if you want, you can have your head down here if you'd like. And some people like to even have a little pillow if you want. So make sure you're comfortable. It doesn't matter how thick your pads are for Pilates. That's fine. The thicker probably for some people, the better. Now, make sure the side of your body's nice and lined up. Straighten this top leg. Now I want you to make sure the hips are nice and lined up so you're not leaning back and you're not tilted forward. You want to keep everything nice and lined up. Now from here, we're just going to lift the leg up and down. That's it. This is all about the hip. Do what you can. Let's go. Heel up. Exhale. Now if you don't have this strength in your hips or your legs, even if your leg comes up a little bit, don't worry about it. Now don't forget, belly button to spine, suck your gut in every time you exhale. Squeeze it tight. It takes a little while to be able to sync the breath with the movement. So do what you can, but don't hold your breath. Inhale up. And Next time it's up, stay here. One more. Bend and rest. Now bring your knee, the top knee, just rest it on the floor. Relax. Now if your bottom leg is tense, just straighten it a little bit and rest it. And this gives you a chance to really release the thigh and rest that hip. Now let's do one more. Now I want you to straighten both legs. Stack the legs, make sure the hips are lined up. We're going to do our plie. So I want you to bring the foot onto the side of the knee. Now this one here is going to involve the hip again. This is going to work some thigh and a little bit of knee as well. Let's go. Inhale up. Exhale. And this is a plie. Let's go. Inhale up. And make sure that your body's nice and anchored. If you start kind of wiggling around, your body's kind of moving, you know, that means that you're either too tired or I want you to reduce the movement. All right? So if that's the case, just maybe lift your leg up to here if you're getting tired. Don't worry about that. Up, stay here. And down, slow. Bring yourself onto your belly. From here, we're going to do a single leg kick. So pelvis and hips nicely anchored into the floor. From here, I want you to stack your arms, elbows, and shoulders lined up, hands flat on the floor, or you can have your hands into a fist. Now what we're going to do here is you're just going to bend your knee and down. That's it. We're going to do both sides. Let's go. Inhale, left leg up and down. So this is a single leg kick. And this one here, as you feel, we're working the buttock area, the hamstring, the quad, a little bit of knee stretch as well. Inhale up, so it's lower body. Up, stay here, breathe. And having your upper body in this position is a gentle back bend, working upper body strength. One more breath. Down. Let's go right to the other side. Let's go. Inhale. Try to relax. Follow the breath. Inhale completely. And exhale fully as you engage the thigh, or engage your belly button to spine, sorry. And at any point, if you develop a cramp, slow it down, come out of it, stretch it out, relax, try to breathe through the cramp, but let it go. And stay up here and breathe. Bring it down. All right, let's get into our little shell. Let's do a stretch, and then we'll get to the other hip. Now, very slowly, your back is probably going to be really tight. Come up slowly. Open up your knees, lean back very gently. Rest on your forearms and bow your head. Now sometimes coming out of an exercise into the stretch is a challenge on its own because your body's really tight and really tense. Especially coming out of things like that, you feel your lower back is tight. Come up very slowly. Give your body a chance to loosen up and uncoil and unwind. Don't whip into the stretch and don't force it. Now this is our little shell. This is a wonderful, full body, kind of an all-purpose stretch, focusing on releasing the spine, the lower back, buttocks, and the hips. Let's go to the other side now. All right. Set yourself up. Make sure your pad is comfortable underneath your hip if you need it. Head is in your hand. Bottom knee is bent. Top leg is nice and straight. Hips are lined up. Get your kickstand down here so you're nice and comfortable and secure. Let's go. Inhale up and down. And like I said, even if you manage, if you're getting tired at this point, or maybe there's some things you're really strong in and some things you can't do very many, don't worry about it. Do one or two if you can, stop and rest. Not a big deal. It's not a race. It's not a contest. As you get on in your practice, you do get stronger, but it takes a while. Bring it up, stay here. So with our Pilates practice, the 5 principles are breath, concentration, centering, precision, and control. Basically, it's all about control. And down, rest, bring it all the way down and rest. If your bottom leg is tight, it probably is, straighten it and just rest. And if you find you want to rest your whole body, come all the way down. Doesn't take long, and just let it go. Let it go. Let all that tension go. And take it easy. You know, always make sure that if you know that something's going to cause you pain, please don't do it. You know, or make that little adjustment. Find the place that's comfortable for you. Let's do our plie. Straighten both legs. Hips are nice and stacked. Legs are stacked. Plie. Ready? Let's go. Inhale up. Exhale. Now working on strengthening the muscles around the hip. The adductors, the abductors, the flexors, going into the thigh, into the buttock, into the pelvic floor muscles as well. Of course, abdominals, lower back, a lot of activities to help you move that heavy leg. And next time it's up, stay here. And down. Now from here, let's roll onto our back and let's do our reverse pigeon. Let's stretch those lovely hips out. Roll onto your back. Now this is just a stretch, so normal breathing. Right foot on top of the left knee. You can bend the left knee if you want. One hand on the right knee, one behind the left thigh, and gently pull. Now this is a reverse pigeon. We do this as well in our yoga class. This is all about releasing and stretching the hip area. This is a lovely stretch to release your sciatic nerve as well. Now, if you need a deeper stretch, pull it in a little bit more or less, whatever feels good. Releasing the right hip, the whole area, focusing on the hip. When you're ready, let's switch to the other side. And let's really release that left hip. Lovely stretch. Reverse pigeon. And then from here, bring yourself into a hug, rock. Relax your shoulders, just rock, and let's really work on releasing the spine and all of those back muscles. And if you find your lower back is still a little tight, do some little circles to each side. And then lengthen your body, stretch it out, lengthen, release your thighs, your hips, your abdominals. And then from here, let's get ourselves into our table. Let's do a few cat and cows. All right, this is just a stretch, just to release the lower back and that spine. So head up, sacrum up, C-scoop spine. This is normal breathing. And arch the back, chin to chest, belly button, spine. And then let's do one last one. From here, let's get into our plank. So today we're just going to do a low plank. So I want you to come down onto your forearms. Bring your body onto the floor. Arms are lined up. Let's just do a nice little low plank from here. And take your breath. Exhale up, bring your body up. Keep your back straight. Head is level with the spine. Breathe. Let's get a fire in the belly with this one. All core strength. One more breath. Come down. Bring yourself up slowly into your shell and rest. From here, slowly bring yourself to table. Let's get ourselves up off the floor. All right, let's do a few stretches and we're done. Roll the shoulders out, shake it all out. Nice wide V. This is just a stretch, so normal breathing for this now. Bring the right arm up and lean. Reach. Get a nice deep stretch on the side of your body. This is going to stretch out your belly, your hips, your back, everything. This is a V lateral stretch. Come up. All the way to the other side. And come up. Bring the right arm up. Come all the way up. Reach. If you want, you can do a back bend if you'd like, or just reach up. It doesn't matter. We're just stretching things out. Let's prepare for our V straddle split. Open up your legs, water if you'd like. Hinging at the hips, come down. Now from here, fingertips, knuckles, hands on the floor. If you find this is a bit much, bend your knees. If this makes you dizzy, come up halfway, put your hands on your knees, you'll get the same stretch. Full body stretch, V, straddle, split. Walk your hands a little bit to the left. The closer you get to the left leg, the deeper the stretch you feel in the left hamstring, the inner thigh of the right leg, and the right side of your body. Walk your hands to center, and if you can, go to the other side. Walk your hands to center, bend the knees, come up very slowly, reversing the blood flow so you don't get dizzy. And let's get those feet and legs together. All right, I want you to give yourself a big hug for coming out today, for spending this time on your mat and with me, and a clap for your friends because we're done. All right, thank you. Wonderful, lovely. And do this class over and over again if you want. You can repeat it as many times as you'd like. All right. Thank you for joining me today, and have, well, it's Thursday today, so have a lovely weekend, and let's look at that beautiful sunshine, all right? Take care. We'll see ya.